It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Jets and the Bills. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Huard on the call in this one. Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that.
Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Hardy on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Getting out to his left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Shakir sent in motion left. Trying again, following the sack. He's got Khalil Shakir. And that will not be enough for a first down. And the Jets in the dime for this third down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Stays in the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And leading them out is the only quarterback taken in the first 2 rounds of that 2022 draft. Out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s, communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To throw is Pickett. That throw behind his intended target. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing third and long. Pickett set to pass. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
It is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen setting up play action. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. They kick the running back in motion. To the air again, Allen. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go running in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football, because this defense...
And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it down to a single point. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Zuerlein with the extra point. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 34. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept. Play action now with Allen. Flushed out of the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. That's taken in at the 42. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. They go play action on first. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Pickett will look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down throw for Allen. Shakir with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Allen. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So now it's going to be third and long. Running back sent in motion. Allen on third down. Complete to Shakir. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Jets and receiver Garrett Wilson back out to take possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They start the drive with Hall. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Pickett. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. On first down, Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Allen on the play action. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throw on third down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 7. First down, ball at the 36. Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Another one for Cook. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They'll run it with Cook. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.